Our duo, Orienté, Objet, has been creating works concerned with the environment, trans-species relationships, and the questioning of scientific methods and tools since 1991. The performance, May the Horse Live in Me, is an extreme medical self-experiment with a blood brotherhood beyond spacious boundaries. With this performance, we intend to call for greater ecological responsibility from humans, whose technologies increasingly instrumentalize the living things.
To realize this artistic experiment, we have worked with biotechnology laboratories specialized in immunology and blood compatibilities. We turned into researchers, but Marion also transformed into a proverbial guinea pig, allowing herself to be injected over the course of several months with horse immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulins are glycoproteins that function as information vectors in the body, and some as antibodies in immune response. Thus, she developed a progressive tolerance to these foreign animal bodies.
On mélange les sangs, ok. On va prendre la cellule de cheval. Si on apporte des cellules de cheval chez l'homme, il va y avoir une réaction. Il y a un problème de reconnaissance, ok. Reconnaissance des deux sangs. On va reconnaître ça comme quelque chose d'étranger. Donc, il va se passer quoi ? Eh bien, il va y avoir un système, ces différentes étapes que j'ai, d'activation de cette cellule. Elle va être activée, donc il va y avoir des signaux qui vont arriver sur cette cellule. C'est des transductions, c'est des changements qui vont passer de la membrane au noyau de la cellule, c'est des changements conformationnels, ce sont des structures 3D qui vont changer, et ça va être un système de clé de serrure, en fait, qui va comme ça aboutir, et qui va dire, au niveau de ben, faut proliférer, il faut produire telle molécule, c'est pas n'importe quoi, hein. Et donc, ça va aboutir à quoi ? Ça va aboutir à la production de plein de cytokines, hein. Donc, alors là, l'échelle n'est plus du tout la même. Enfin, on est au niveau de la protéine, hein, ok ? Donc, on va produire des cytokines différents et on va produire aussi des récepteurs à ces cytokines. Le but du jeu étant de mettre en place un système pour détruire cette cellule ou cette agression qui est indésirable.
In February 2011, having built up a tolerance, Marion was able to be injected with horse blood serum containing the entire spectrum of foreign immunoglobulins, cytokines, alarmins, etc., without falling into anaphylactic shock. The intention being that the horse immunoglobulins would bypass the defensive mechanisms of a whole human immune system, enter a bloodstream to bond with the proteins of our own body, and as a result of this synthesis have an extra-human effect on all major body functions. Immunoglobulins are biochemical messengers that control, for example, the glands and organs of the endocrine system, which is also closely tied to the nervous system, so that the artist, during and in the weeks after the performance, experienced not only modifications in her physiological rhythm, but also of a consciousness characterized by heightened sensibility and nervousness. after the transfusion, Marion, on stilts, performed a communication ritual with a horse before her hybrid blood was extracted and freeze-dried. This risky undertaking alludes to the possibility of healing autoimmune diseases using foreign immunoglobulins as therapeutic boosters. With this performance, we interpreted the animal as a possible future of the human, as a radical experiment whose long-term effects cannot be calculated. May the horse live in me questions the anthropocentric attitude inherent to our technological understanding. And, instead of trying to attain homeostasis, a state of physiological stability, with this performance we sought to initiate a process of synthetic transistasis, in which the only constant is continual transformation and adaptation.
The performance also represents a continuation of the centaur myth. This human-horse hybrid, which reveals the unheard possibility of the animal in human, which may exist today, proposing a new understanding of the other. Through this artistic action, the other comes into itself as the figure that human consciousness would need to visualize its future.